So one of my teachers once told me that there's more than one route to the top of the mountain. And at the time, it didn't really hit me. But pretty soon down the line, I realized where that came from and what that meant in my story. And this week feels like a fitting time to share that. Let me give you a bit of context as to where that quote came into my story and where I was on my route to the top of the mountain when I heard that quote. I was playing football at my dream football club, the football club I always wanted to play for since the day I went there. I was playing with and against some of the best footballers in the country. I was living every little boy's dream, but that's a story for another time. To give the context, I always wanted to be a footballer. It's all I ever dreamed of. It's all I ever wanted with my life. There was nothing else I wanted to do as a job, as a career, as a life. That was my everything until it wasn't. So at about 18 or 19 years old, I had a bit of an identity crisis. Amongst the anxiety, pressure, and loneliness, I fell out of love with my first love, football. So I had quite a few people at the football club that I was close enough to talk about how I felt, to talk about the fact that I was sad and anxious and lonely all the time, and I no longer felt like football was my thing. And one of the people that I went to was my teacher. And I think at the time, when she told me the quote, that there's more than one route to the top of the mountain, she meant that, or I thought she meant that maybe I'd go somewhere else, move home, play football, and make it to the top that way, or I'd sign for another club, find happiness again, and make my dream come true that way. But now that I've stepped back, grown up, looked back, I realised that she was just talking about life, not just football. I need to add now that I know I'm not at the top of the mountain yet. I actually think I'm just getting started. But one thing I do know is that she was right. There is more than one route to the top of the mountain, and sometimes you have to go up and figure out that that's not your way. You might have to come right back down to the bottom, find yourself again, get your bearings, and get ready to climb sometime else. And I'm saying that because when I started filming this video, I was living a dream I didn't even have 18 months ago. I was living and dreaming of things that I didn't even know were possible for me. Things that I always thought were way out of my touch, or they hadn't even entered my brain yet. So you would have seen in the hotel room at the start of this video, and I was just about to head to an event that Brooks Running, one of the biggest running brands in the world, had invited me to and paid for my trip and wanted me to do some work for them. They wanted me to make a video for the release of their new shoe. If you would have asked me at 18 years old what I'd be doing at 25, I would have told you I hoped to play in the Premier League or play abroad, and that would have been my life. I'd have been living life as a footballer. I would not have said that I'd be making videos for a brand and talking about my mental health online, and that would have got me where I am today. Not a chance. So, what's the point of this video? My point is that life has a crazy way of working things out. And my mum told me that once. When I was down and I didn't know what to do in my life after football, and I thought that I'd missed my one opportunity at reaching the top of the mountain, she said that things always work out in the end. And if it hasn't worked out yet, it's not the end. And she was right. I want to go back to when I said I think I'm at the bottom of the mountain right now. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I feel like I'm stood at the bottom of the mountain looking up and seeing so many opportunities, different routes, different pathways, things that I can do on the way to the top that I never seen before. I never saw on that way up at the start. And although I got so close to achieving my dreams and becoming a professional footballer, I didn't see all the things around me. And I think that's why I'm where I am today. If a dream passes you by, if there's something you've always wanted and it feels like it's gone, maybe you think you failed, maybe you think you've been knocked down too many times, maybe you feel like you just can't do it. I'm here to tell you that those dreams make way, they move out the way so that bigger and better things can come and take their place. I didn't believe it when I was 19 and I left Southampton Football Club and thought that was it for me. I honestly thought that was the end for me. But now dreams that feel so much more close to my heart, that give the fire in my belly, that feel like I'm making a change and a difference in this life, have now come to fruition, and they're coming to me and they're teaching me things and showing me things in this life that I didn't know existed. I'm not at the top of the mountain. I don't have all the answers. I don't have any answers. I'm just figuring it out as I go on, and things keep popping up because I believe they can. Bigger and better things are coming. You just have to be crazy enough to believe it. You have to chase the things you love and that you're passionate about, and don't listen to anyone tell you you cannot do it. If I would have told myself 18 months ago I'd be doing some of the things I do now, I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed me. Believe in yourself. Believe in who you are and the things you love, and you'll end up exactly where you need to be. You might trip up, you might get lost, you might do the wrong thing for a while, but it's never wasted. All of those things are there to learn lessons, to get stronger, to get you ready to go where you're supposed to go. There's more than one route to the top of the mountain. You're going to find it. But please, please, please enjoy every single route you take. Take it all in. Learn the lessons. Fail, trip up, celebrate, find your people. Because this life is beautiful. And once you get to the top of the mountain, you'll realize what it was all about. Thank you for watching. Love ya.